Hi guys, it's Simon here, Tomorrow. Just thought I'd do a little quick video of repairing some DS510s. As many people have done before, I had a bit of a hard landing on my 500 and guess what? It stripped all the gears in, or well, some of the gears in all the DS510s. If you can hear a lot of noise in the background, it is pouring with rain here and I'm in my warehouse and it kind of sounds a bit odd. Anyway, let's go on with it. Alright, DS510, I've obviously taken it out, and what I'm going to do now is just remove the 4 retaining screws. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, it stopped raining. Hooray. To a lot of people this is a bit of a black art, but once you've done a few it's kind of a bit easy. Right, this panel at the back is loose, you don't need to take that off. Turn it over and gently take that front cover off, just gently. Okay, well, you can already see just there is the remains of a gear tooth. Brilliant. Okay. Sometimes these little gears come off inside. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll just put that back where it was so you can see where it actually all comes together. So basically that's what it looks like inside. There's the main servo gear that you're used to seeing on the outside, and there's 1, 2, 3 and another little one down underneath there, 4 other gears. Okay, so what we're going to do is take all these out. If you've never done it before, try and keep an idea, or even take a picture of where they actually are, so you can see how to replace them. Okay, so what we're going to do is take them all off. And this one we'll pull off. It sometimes comes off with the bearing that's underneath there, and sometimes it doesn't. When I used to do this in the first time, I used to try and find out which gear was actually knackered and just replace that. It's not worth it. You buy the kits, replace the whole lot. Okay, so what we've got to do now, 2 things. Take these 2 bearings out because you get replacements for those. Let's do this one first. They're not sort of in there very strong. Just pop them out. And whilst you're looking at this top bit, make sure you get all these remnants of teeth and guts and goo and stuff out, because otherwise if you don't, it'll jam up again and then you're back to square one. Okay, so that's okay. So this one is sometimes a little bit more tricky, but there's just a little edge underneath there. You can just get to it, very gently pry it out, very gently. There you go, so discard that, and again look around, there's another bit of tooth in there, or some remnants of something. Get rid of that. Anything else, have a good look around in there, and that's it. Okay, so we're ready to sort of put it back together again. Right, this is a packet of the new gears. So all we do is take them out carefully. There's a couple of very little gears in here, so be careful with how you do it. Okay, and you see on that main gear, the bearing is already in the bottom. See it just there, and it's already been housed on the top. I usually take that off, I'll show you that in a second. And then you've got the other gears. Okay, so we're going to put those down for a second. Try not to get them mixed up with the old ones. Right. What we're going to do now is just put a little bit of bearing grease before we start, Just mix it around a bit, that's a bit too much. Okay, and what we're going to do, take the new gear, and you'll see there's a little kind of raised tooth bit just, I don't know whether you can see it very well, just there. Okay, and it's actually inside, it's keyed, so you've got a little oblong key, and that kit goes onto there. So basically what we do is line them up, just turn it until you feel it click in, and there it's in. Okay, and that's basically what it looks like. Okay, at this point what I normally do is just hold on to the bottom of it and just take that bearing off, and you'll see why in a second. Right, now is the bit where we start putting all the teeth back together. The first one that goes on is this tiny little one, and you'll see that there's raised little cogs on the top, so that stays at the top. And what we do is this goes onto this pin, like so. You push it down. Okay, that's the first one done. The next one is this funny shaped one, and that is going to go onto this pin, like so. Okay, next one that's going to go on is this one, and that's going to go on that pin, like so. Okay, now there's another gear to go on yet, but usually what I do is just put a little dab of grease on, just so that, because it's easier to get it whilst we're doing that. And then finally, the final gear is this one, which is this way up. So there's another set of gears at the bottom there, and this goes onto this central pin, like so. Okay, and we're all back together. Now what I generally do now, some of you won't have this, but they're a really good little investment, just a little servo tester. I'm just going to plug it in. Okay, and this has the capability of centering, full range, and manual gearing. So here we go. So you can see it's all working. That's the manual one, and this is the center. Okay, so it's working. That's good. That's a good thing. Right, next bit. Remember, we've got that other bearing to put back in. Okay, so what we're going to do, that sits down in that little slot there. So just gently push it in. That's it, that's all that's necessary. Now what we're going to do is just gently put the top back on. Okay, and generally when I've done that, what I'll do is I'll just test it again for peace of mind. You can see it's moving fine and centered. Okay, take this back out, and now all we've got to do is put these 4 screws back in. If I can find the other one. There we go. Do it all back up. And we'll just test it one more time just to make sure nothing's gone wrong. Fine, perfect. There we go. And that's all there is to it. If you do it as many times as I've done it, you can do it in your sleep, and hopefully that gets rid of part of some newbies, you know, paranoia about repairing servos. Anyway, piece of cake, no problem at all. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye.